6:52 time for the morning sprint.
1 inch in gun barrel size led to dropping one illegal gun possession charge during Kyle Rittenhouse's jury trial. State Democrats now want to fix what they say is a loophole in the state's gun laws for children. The new bill would preserve the ability for minors to use guns for hunting, target shooting, and other supervised activities. It is adding some clarifying language that this law only applies when they're actually doing those things.
Madison police say they just received a $125,000 grant. It's to implement a new crime prevention approach. They call it the wraparound approach to prevent crimes from being committed by teenagers. The police department said it wanted to stop the cycle of violence by providing resources directly to younger siblings of those who have committed crimes so those kids don't follow the criminal path.
The DNR says about 8% fewer deer were harvested this year during the gun deer season. That's about 15,000 deer. Bucks were down about 1.3%, and the antlerless deer take was down about 13%. The DNR also says as of Sunday night, only a little over 808,000 licenses were sold. That's about a 1.5% decline from last year. Officials say the general theme of this year's hunt was quiet.
Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen warning a Senate panel that uncertainty over the supply chain and the Omicron COVID-19 variant may cause inflation rates to rise into the new year. That sent shockwaves through Wall Street yesterday. The Dow falling more than 600 points, a loss of nearly 2%. The variant also, it's yet to be detected in the U.S., but it has been found in more than 20 countries, including Canada.
Quick Trip changing up how you can pay at the pump next year. Starting January 3rd, everyone will be required to prepay for gas. They say the move is designed to prevent drive-offs. All stores' fuel pumps will be turned to prepay or pay at the pump only. Diesel pumps will still have the pay inside option. Customers can still use cash or check to prepay for fuel inside the store.
An FDA committee voted 13-10 to recommend emergency use authorization for a COVID-19 treatment pill. According to drug maker Merck, the pill reduces the risk of hospitalization or death by 30%. Next, the FDA will consider the committee's recommendation. It doesn't have to follow the committee's advice, but often does.
A Senate panel wants the CEOs of major airlines to testify about recent mass flight cancellations. The Senate Commerce Committee has invited 7 airline executives to testify at a hearing on December 8th at 10 in the morning. Airlines received billions in federal aid and loans in exchange for keeping employees on the job during the pandemic.
Canada is facing a bit of a problem. Their leading trade group says it's tapping into its reserves now of maple syrup to deal with supply chain issues. The government says it's releasing about 50 million pounds of syrup, almost half of its stockpile. Canada produces about 73% of all maple syrup in the world. Officials say sales are up 21% this year compared to 2020. A labor group says Amazon massively underreported COVID cases contracted at work. The group is asking OSHA now to investigate, saying Amazon had at least 20,000 employees test positive for the virus last year. Amazon isn't challenging the number of cases, but says that the report is painting a false picture of how things have been handled in its warehouses.
Today, the Supreme Court will hear arguments concerning a Mississippi law banning abortions beyond 15 weeks of pregnancy. It could set the stage for the court to overturn the precedent set by Roe v. Wade. The landmark 1973 decision guaranteed a woman's right to end a pregnancy. CBS Mornings will have more coverage just minutes away.
Right on cue as we approach 7 o'clock. The wintry mix that we've been tracking is starting to move out of the state. We're still going to see at least a little bit of this hanging around for early parts of the morning, but you already see right here in Madison that the precipitation has generally come to an end. Some light showers being reported at the airport. We're at 36 right now. We'll continue to warm things up over the next 12 hours to about 50, and then we go to 52. For tomorrow. A beautiful day on tap for your Thursday. Colder by the weekend.
All right, Chris, thank you. Thanks for joining us. Happy hump day, folks. Make it a great Wednesday.